So another question I had. We have 12 more minutes, and I think this might be the last question. Then we'll get into some viewer questions. I wanted to ask you about Twitch, YouTube, platforms in general. I know we kind of talked about this prior to the stream, but you're a Twitch streamer and a YouTube uploader, so you upload like highlights, videos, things like that.
TV.
So how do you see Twitch in terms of the mobile scene? How do you see Fortnite Mobile playing a role in developing that scene? Because I know in like PUBG Mobile, I think Facebook and YouTube are dominant. But how do you see like Fortnite Mobile and Twitch, and just Twitch as a platform for mobile?
Oh, it sucks, dude. It sucks.
It sucks. Well, you're the biggest by far, right? On Twitch.
Yeah. So
Yeah, okay.
for Fortnite Mobile, I'm the biggest mobile streamer, and I think out of any mobile game, I might be the biggest mobile streamer just because the category of Twitch is so, or the category of Fortnite is so forgiving in that regard that if somebody is just scrolling down the section, a mobile player, interesting, I'll click on it. I get a lot of those guys and say, what up, Ferg? Yeah, Twitch is garbage for mobile streaming. And so the problem with Twitch, regardless of your game, regardless of whatever, at the end of the day, Twitch sucks for growing your stream by just streaming. There's no algorithm. The only way you can get put up higher on a list is if you have more viewers. The only way you can get more viewers is if you put higher on a list. So it's a constant cycle. It's a constant paradox. If I guess if you want to call that, in terms of how to grow your stream on Twitch. And so mobile or YouTube is like, dude, screw it, bro. You got 12 subscribers, 4K views. Let's go.
That's a fact.
Give it the 10.
I've seen that.
I had, Santa had 7, 8, 12K
Oh
subs.
my god, dude, when he popped off,
he literally popped off 90K subs in a day. Like, that's just an example. That's an example of, the YouTube algorithm going crazy. And so
the closest thing to that on Twitch is a host. I mean, really, that's about it.
But even then, when Tifa hosted me, I got 2K followers off of the 40,000 viewer host.
Yeah.
And so the conversion rate's not there. Just Twitch as a whole is very hard to grow on if you're not consistent and if you don't have a really good fan base. So luckily, I've been able to say, yo, YouTube peeps, if you want to watch the stream, you go to Twitch. It's linked in the description. But for mobile especially, I'm a mobile streamer, and the only way I can let people know I'm a mobile streamer is by putting a mobile in the title. One of the first few words I try to put: four-finger mobile player, top mobile player. Because other than that, people don't know. People are just gonna scroll by.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just another Twitch streamer, so there's no tags. Like, you can look on your tag right now, English IRL. There's no mobile tag for the stream, and that's so ignorant from Twitch. And so I think I've heard from. I've heard from some companies, some people in the scene that in the next year or two, Twitch is going to be making a more push for mobile. But it's really unfortunate that they have such little support for the people who are already sharing their platform. And I think a lot more people would try it out or maybe stick to it if it wasn't so ignorant to just start out on, because it truly is. I got my start on YouTube, and I wouldn't be where I am without YouTube streaming. But it sucks now for the algorithm purposes for me, and so I had to switch to Twitch because I'm uploading videos. And so Facebook is interesting in that regards. They're just like, bro, money. They're just chucking it.
Yeah.
And so you have to decide what you want. Do you want, a good community, which I would say Twitch is? Do you want money, which I would say Facebook is? Or do you want potentially a lot of growth, which is YouTube?
Yeah.
So they've got their pros and cons of each. But Twitch, the one thing I could say is the community. Regardless if I get those PC or console players in there, they're almost 9 times out of 10 nicer than the the YouTube plebs that come in and are spamming, all this crap in the chat. But
that's another thing you were saying about, like, well, first of all, stream. I had to bring that up. Anyway, so you were talking about YouTube and versus Twitch. So the thing about YouTube too is you have viewers that like are scrolling through YouTube, right? Bored as hell. And they just open it up. They see your stream. They hop in. Now your viewer count goes up and all that. And that's great. You get like possibly more donations. But again, you get those trolls. Twitch is more of a conscious, like, okay, I'm either following this guy or I am looking for I'm getting on Twitch to watch a live stream. So also another thing too is the fan base on Twitch is much more American in Europe. So the
Yeah,
overall income
yeah.
is a little bit higher, so donations are higher. Just kind of how it works. Whereas
I
YouTube is
would
much more global. Oh, would you disagree?
disagree.
Oh, for me, it's
YouTube
like that.
donations. Oh my God, dude!
Really?
You've got little kids who've got access to their
So
phones, their
I
parents'
didn't believe
phones, who have Apple Pay linked. Hey, Ducky, nice stream. $10 dono. It just takes a nice fingerprint access. You're good to go.
it. Yeah.
The amount of kids, dude, that would donate. Like, I've never received that many donations in my life.
So
The
let's say
YouTube
here,
revenue,
let me rephrase.
so far,
Legitimate donations.
legitimate. The revenue streams on Twitch are. Well, I was also pulling more viewers back then.
Yeah.
So
yeah, naturally.
if I was pulling the same viewers, I'd probably pull the same revenue. But yeah, donations, bro. Ooh, yo, High Sky was streaming for the first, like, on YouTube, and I was like, this kid's fine. People were like, his revenue. What happened, dude? I'm like, you forgot about YouTube donations, bro. They're so crazy. So
yeah,
it's
fine.
it's different. It's interesting, but Twitch is more of like a legitimate. You've got ads, you've got subs, you've got bits.
Subs is a big thing too. I feel like YouTube memberships don't match the level of subs.
Such a big, like, I have
Yeah.
YouTube Premium.
Yeah.
And it would be amazing if I could subscribe or join or member somebody once a month.
Yeah.
For that, but I can't. For some weird reason, they are like, screw it. You can't do anything with YouTube Premium besides get no ads, which is fine. But like, it'd be that one, charge me $1 or $2 more. I don't care. But God, such a missed out opportunity in that regard. But yeah, I think Twitch,
agree.
legitimacy wise, is more legitimate in terms of the ad revenue. More consistent because you don't rely on donations as much as you do. So yeah. Somebody said I see streamers who have 100, 150. Like, dude, I've had streams where I made $1,000 in donations.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
You take 30 or 40% of that, but they just, if the kid gets a hold of their mom's phone, oh, they're going to town, bro.
That's funny.
It's a payday for you.
That's true. Another thing too, when we were talking about earlier on Twitch, how you stream on the Fortnite section because there's no Fortnite mobile section. So PUBG has a PUBG and PUBG mobile section. Is that something you'd like to see with Fortnite? I doubt it'll happen because of that crossplay. Would you like to see it though, or do you kind of like the aspect of, hey, there's these Fortnite guys, they scroll and they're like, hey, mobile player. Do you think you get a lot of growth off that surprise factor? Or do you think it'd be nice to have this, like, okay, I'm a Fortnite mobile player, I want to go watch other Fortnite mobile players, this is how I'm gonna do it? Or do you, like I said, do you kind of like the way it is now a little bit?
I think one of the only reasons I'm as big as I am in the entire scene is because of that Fortnite, the overall, like,
the surprise.
It doesn't matter if, it doesn't matter if I'm playing mobile, if I'm playing console. I still have the same content on my mobile device that somebody has on their console or PC. So PC players can watch me, console players can watch me, and it'll be the exact same game, and they'll recognize it, and they'll understand, and they'll appreciate it. The surprise factor helps, and so when if I were to go to Fortnite mobile only, I'm losing out. I'm branching myself off into a super small subcategory that just mobile players aren't on Twitch right now. They're really on YouTube because there's not that many mobile streamers on Twitch. It's heavily PC and console dominated. And so I think over time it'll get better. But right now it is severely lacking in the support for mobile streamers. But I think branching ourselves off into Fortnite mobile will be a poor decision because we would lose those eyeballs from everyone else on the Fortnite section. So I think being in the Fortnite section on Twitch has really helped me. And just, I guess PUBG Mobile would be the same thing. You play PUBG Mobile. It's the same game. You understand it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I definitely see that. It's difficult because as a viewer, if you're a Fortnite Mobile viewer, it's so hard to find people. So you kind of go on YouTube, you look up Fortnite Mobile. Like, it's really the only way unless you have like a set people like you watch. But also there is that aspect of having a overall general category and then kind of getting that surprise factor. So I remember you played with back in the day, it was Avery
and Typical Gamer.
Yeah, so that's a little bit of the surprise factor too. You had a lot of viewers like holy shit.
Oh
like, this
yeah,
guy's
well they were, dude. I was literally walking
Apex,
around
too.
just like ramp rushing for like just ignorantly wasting mats.
Yeah, I watched it. It was crazy.
Like they hopped on my stream. They're like, dude, what's this kid doing? Oh, he's cracked. I'm like, I'm just walking around, bro. Like I wasn't in my full form, and so that was really like one of the first instances of pro players like gosh dang, mobile players can become cracked.
Yeah.
And so there are still people out there who have the preconceived notion that every mobile player is bad. They all play on an iPhone. And so it's just education with the Fortnite scene. A lot of Fortnite pros, though, I will give them credit, are very they understand a mobile, and they realize you might not be as good as a PC player, but you're also on a mobile device. So
shout out Myth.
It is shout out Myth, shout out Tifu, and a lot of other really cool
Kitty
guys
Plays.
in this team. Yeah,
shout out Kitty Plays regardless of what she said. Shout out Kitty Plays.
Yeah. There are people who still just think we're all trash.
Yeah.
But that's also really Epic
too.
Games' fault in the eyes that they haven't given us an opportunity to showcase our skills. We're never going to be able to showcase our skills against PC players because unless I'm invited to like an invitational, like a summer skirmish, it's just not going to happen on my own against an average PC player. So if Epic Games makes the mobile tournaments, has somebody cast them, get some eyes on it, I think that'd be really great. I'm not clouded enough to join Fortnite Friday, so that
you're getting there. I mean, you're bigger than some of the people joining, like 400k, 100k. Like your reach was 600k maybe total. It's got to be bigger than some of those guys. I think you're on the brink.
But I think it's still like just got that. Keemstar has that preconceived, mobile players suck. They have there is no big mobile players. So at the end of the day, I don't know. Things might change. I really hope they do, and in the favor of players getting more respect, getting more recognition, notoriety, stuff like that.